Hey everybody, it's Sean from Ridesharing101.com. And today on the daily vlog, I want to talk to you about passenger names. And shout out quick to Angel, who is on the Facebook group, Ridesharing101. Because the last couple of days I have posted some interesting names of Uber passengers that I've picked up. But I had one which was Cookie, and the other which was Life. And one of the pet peeves that a lot of drivers have is that passengers can sort of put whatever name they want to. They can put in initials, they can make up a name, use a nickname. So that makes it kind of hard to tell who they are. And you'd like to know who you're dealing with because they're in the car with you. It can be, driving people can be a potentially dangerous situation. Also, if you're in an accident or there's some kind of medical issue, maybe somebody hits the car and there's an issue with the passenger, you're going to need to give the medical professional some kind of information. And if all you have is my passenger's name, CJ or Big Mac or whatever the heck it is, that's not really going to help too much. Also, you want to know who you're getting into a conversation with. At least I do. And a lot of other drivers feel the same way. You know, the passengers expect me to use my real name. I expect them to use their real name. So I'm kind of curious. I'd love to start a thread and find out the names of interesting passengers that you've picked up. The other day, I picked up Cookie, which was Kookie, and I was near the Castro district of San Francisco. And for those of you who don't know, the Castro is sort of like Christopher Street in New York. It is kind of considered to be the I don't want to say gay section of town, but it's overwhelmingly gay. Although it's San Francisco, so San Francisco has a huge gay population. Not just in the Castro, but wherever. Just like it has a huge population of Latinos and Asians and Orientals and all kinds of folks. Tall, short, religious, not religious. Anyway, I digress. Cookie, I get the call to pick up Cookie, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm in the Castro. It wouldn't surprise me if I get a 6'5" transgender individual with lots of makeup. And it wasn't. Just regular woman with her friend. And they get in the car, and I took them, 15 blocks, dropped them off. Very nice. But I always like to get into this kind of guessing game. Like, okay, what are they going to be like? Who is this person? The other day I picked up Life. Her name was Life. And she was Oriental. English was her second language. She was from LA. And I'm pretty sure that was her real name. That was her birth name. But I've also picked up Batman before. And when I picked up Batman, initially when I pulled into the address, it was outside a bar. And the only person there was a working girl smoking a cigarette and kind of eyeing my car. I don't know if she thought I was, trying to do business or not. But then Batman came out and I was like, he's like, "Are you Sean?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Batman?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just, I just opened an account and I put it in. I didn't think they'd take it, but they did. Ah!" And he thought it was funny. And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I said, some drivers might not pick you up because of the name." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, think about it. Would you, want to pick up Batman or, if you don't know who the person is, do you think a driver would be like, 'Oh yeah, I'm going to pick up Batman'?" He's like, "Oh, I never thought about that." So something to think about it. I've picked up Queen Bee before, and some non-traditional names, just foreign names. I think I've picked up other I've picked up over 40 people. I got a little video from Uber. They're trying to do kind of a PR thing, and they tell you like how many sunsets you've seen and how many sunrises that you've driven through, and you've picked up people from X amount of countries, and I think mine was over 40. So I've had some non-traditional names. I used to write some of them down, some of the more interesting ones, but I lost the paper just because I thought it was interesting. I've gotten a couple of names that turned out to be biblical that I hadn't heard before. And, so you get some interesting folks. But what a lot of passengers don't realize is if the name is too far off, that sometimes I will be like, nah, I'm not feeling that adventurous. And other times I'm like, oh, okay. All right, this could be fun. We'll see what happens. And it's nice being in a big city like San Francisco because you get people from all over the world, so you get all kinds of names. I picked up a woman named Kalina today, Kalina. She was very nice. It was Beta Breakers, she and her friend. So, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm picking up a man or a woman just from the name, so I don't know who to look out for, so it's a little difficult. And I'll say something to people like, hey, I'm in this car, or I'm on the right side of the block, and they don't respond, so I don't know what they look like. They know what the car looks like, they know who I am, but I have no idea who they are because it doesn't show us a picture of our passenger. And I really wish the rideshare companies would do that, because it would make things so much easier instead of just being on the side of the road with the hazards on, waiting for somebody to come up. Because hey, you'd like to know who your Batman is. So that's it. I just kind of want to get your take on names. Why don't you leave some of the more interesting ones in the comment section. Please subscribe if you so choose, if you so please, if you so desire. I'd appreciate it. And again, thanks to Angel for posting to the thread on the Facebook group. We started off by talking about Cookie, and then we got to Batman and all kinds of interesting stuff. So that's it for today's daily vlog. Just want you to think about names and consider who you are allowing to get into your car. All right, guys and gals, women, dudes, cookies of the world. Take care. Drive safe. Thanks.